Emergency. Only 5 minutes left. Listen now. I am Archangel Michael, and I am speaking directly to you because there is no time for ceremony. You have felt it, that invisible weight pressing down on your chest when you wake, the exhaustion that sleep never cures, the doors that keep slamming shut no matter how hard you knock. You have wondered why your family seems to carry the same curse generation after generation, the same patterns of poverty, illness, heartbreak. Now I will tell you the truth. There is a person who knows your name, who has spoken your name in secret rituals, who has cursed your bloodline with deliberate, venomous intent. They have been doing this for months, maybe years. They have a timeline, a deadline, and they believe they are winning. But they have miscalculated one thing: they have triggered the wrath of God. You need to understand who this person is. They are not a stranger. They are someone close enough to have touched your life, a former friend, a family member with a hidden grudge, a colleague who smiled to your face while plotting your fall. They have been sending energy into the spiritual realm against you, targeting the very roots of your existence, your lineage, your children, your connection to the divine. Every time you felt suddenly sick before a big opportunity, every time your relationships unraveled without explanation, every time your finances hit a wall, that was their handiwork. They thought they could hide in the shadows, but God has exposed them. I am telling you this now because the hour of reckoning has come. God is furious. Not with you. With the one who dared to curse what he has called holy. Your bloodline is sacred. Every ancestor who fought to survive, every prayer whispered in the night, every tear you have shed, it all matters. And now, that enemy has 3 hours left to repent. 3 hours. If they do not turn away from their malice, the full weight of divine justice will fall. And you will witness the impossible shift in your life. But I need you to stay with me. Right now, your mind may be spinning. You may feel a strange heat in your chest or a chill down your spine. That is my presence arriving. I am standing behind you. Do not turn around. Just breathe. What I am about to reveal next will explain everything: who this enemy is, why they targeted you, and exactly how the battle will unfold. Keep your focus. You are not alone. The next 5 minutes will change everything. Stay with me. Before we continue, I need to speak to you directly from my heart. If God is moving in your heart through this message, now is the time to act. YouTube has blocked all of our revenue. No ads, no income from YouTube whatsoever. Only the generous hearts of listeners like you keep this ministry alive. Every time you listen without contributing, there is another soul who may never hear this message. No matter how small your gift, it is a seed that God will multiply back to you, today, tomorrow, or in the coming months. And your name will appear in our blessing community. I am waiting for you there. The link is in the description and in my pinned comment. Do not miss this moment. Do it now, before this video ends. You have been sensing something, haven't you? That prickling at the back of your neck when you walk into a room, the way your stomach tightens for no reason, the dreams where a shadow stands over your bed and you cannot move or scream. These are not your imagination. These are the fingerprints of the person who cursed your bloodline. I am Archangel Michael, and I am pulling back the veil right now so you can see exactly what has been done to you, who did it, and why they are already doomed. You were not supposed to find this, but you did, because God has chosen to expose them before they strike again. Let me show you who they are. This person is close to you. Not a stranger, not a far-off enemy. This is someone you have seen, someone you have spoken to, someone who has smiled at you and asked how you are doing. They have sat at your table. They have hugged you at family gatherings. They have looked into your eyes and pretended to care, while in their pocket they carried a photograph of you, a photograph they took without your knowledge, one that now sits on an altar in a hidden room. That photograph has been bound with red thread, wrapped around a candle that burns day and night, fueled by their hatred and envy. Every time that candle flickers, you feel a wave of fatigue. Every time they whisper your name over that flame, a door closes in your life. And they have been doing this for years. You remember that argument with your sibling over nothing? That sudden illness that drained your savings? The relationship that shattered just when you thought you had found peace? All of it traces back to that hidden flame. This person has been feeding on your energy, draining your vitality, stealing your opportunities through a bloodline curse that has been passed down for 3 generations. They learned the ritual from their own grandmother, who learned it from a deceiver spirit that promised power in exchange for loyalty. But that spirit was never loyal to them. It only used their greed to torment your family. And now, this person believes they are about to complete the final stage. They have a specific date on a calendar. They are planning to perform a sealing ritual at midnight 3 days from now, a ritual that will bind your entire bloodline into poverty, sickness, and isolation for another 40 years. They have already gathered the materials. A lock of your hair they stole from your hairbrush, a piece of your clothing, and a vial of water from a grave. But here is what they do not know. They do not know that God has seen every tear you have cried alone in your car, every sleepless night you have spent wondering why nothing ever works out, every quiet prayer you have whispered when you thought no one was listening. They do not know that the very curse they have been feeding has turned against them because you prayed 3 days ago. You remember that prayer, the one where you said, "I cannot do this anymore, I give it all to you." That prayer shattered the foundation of their ritual. The candle they are using has started to burn black smoke. The red thread has begun to fray. They tried to perform a renewal incantation last night, but the words would not come out. They choked on them, and the spirit they served turned on them, scratching deep welts across their back in the night. They are in panic now. They have 3 hours, exactly 3 hours, to repent before the judgment I carry out on behalf of the Most High. Do not leave this space yet. What I reveal next is why you have been feeling a sudden surge of energy mixed with unease over the past 24 hours. The enemy is preparing one final move, a desperate act of malice, but it is already too late for them. The chains are about to snap. Stay with me. No, keep listening. Because the very person who thought they had you trapped is about to be trapped themselves in the snare they set for you. Their own altar will become their prison. Their own whispers will become their sentence. And you, the one they hated without cause, are about to walk free. But now the enemy has changed tactics. The first method failed. The frontal assault, the open curse, the visible opposition, it did not work. You did not fall. So they have slipped into the shadows and picked up a different weapon, one far more dangerous because it comes from inside you. They have found your oldest wound, the one you thought you had healed, the one you buried so deep you almost forgot it was there. And now they are pressing on it, softly, persistently, like a finger on a bruise that never fully faded. Listen closely. You have felt it, haven't you? That sudden wave of worthlessness that hits you without warning. That voice in your head that tells you nothing you do will ever be good enough. That inexplicable exhaustion that makes you want to give up on everything. You blamed yourself. You thought it was just your own mind turning against you. But it is not. It is them. They reached into the most private part of your history, the moment when someone you trusted broke you, and they are using that moment as a blueprint to destroy you all over again. Think back. There was a time, maybe when you were very young, when someone you loved said something that cut into your soul. A parent who told you were a burden. A friend who abandoned you at your lowest. A partner who proved your fear of betrayal was justified. That moment became a lie you believed about yourself. I am not worthy. I am not lovable. I am not enough. And the enemy, the one who cursed your bloodline, has been feeding that lie ever since. They whisper it into your life through circumstances, through coincidences, through people who treat you with the same disregard. They make it look like bad luck, like a pattern you cannot escape. But it is a targeted attack, designed to keep you small. You have wondered for years why you always feel like you are not enough. Why success never satisfies. Why you sabotage yourself right before a breakthrough. Now you know. This is the second weapon. It is subtle, quiet, insidious. It does not come with darkness or fear. It comes with doubt. It comes with the voice that sounds like your own. And the enemy is convinced this weapon will finally break you. They believe they have found the key to your defeat, your own heart, poisoned by an old wound they never let heal. But here is what they do not know. I am tracking every single whisper. I have seen every tear you shed over that wound. I have counted each night you lay awake wondering why you were never enough. And I have not yet entered the battle, not fully. I am waiting. Because this second weapon is the very thing that will turn against them. You are about to see that the wound they exploited is actually the place where your greatest strength was forged. The betrayal that broke you is the betrayal that taught you discernment. The abandonment that hollowed you out is the abandonment that made you independent. The enemy thinks they are breaking you, but they are only revealing the crack through which my light will pour in. Before I tell you what happens next, I need you to hear this truth with absolute clarity. The moment you stop believing the lie, that moment is closer than you think. The enemy has overextended. They have shown their hand. And in showing you the wound, they have shown me exactly where to strike. They believe they have found the winning weapon. They are wrong. But they do not know what is coming. And when you feel the ground shift under your feet in the next few hours, you will know that I have arrived. Not with warning. Not with ceremony. With the full weight of a protection you have never felt before. Stay here. The darkness is about to break open. And now it does. The darkness is about to break open, and you feel it in your chest before your mind understands. A pressure, not heavy but alive, like the air itself has thickened and begun to hum. That hum is me. I am Archangel Michael, and I am entering the space around you right now, in this moment, as you read these words. You may feel a warmth spreading across your shoulders or a tingling at the base of your skull. Do not pull away from it. That is my hand resting on you. I have been standing at the edge of your field for weeks, watching, waiting for the precise instant when your soul reached its breaking point without breaking. That instant has arrived. You have been fighting alone for so long that you forgot what it feels like to have someone on your side who cannot be defeated. But I have always been here. Assigned to your case before you were born. Your name was written in my ledger the moment your first ancestor chose a path that would require my blade to clear. I do not intervene early because you must choose the battle yourself. But once you do, once you refuse the wound's lie, once you stop believing the enemy's whisper about your worth, I am authorized to move. And you have already made that choice. You chose it every time you got up again. Every time you refused to let the shame, or the grief, or the bitterness finish you. Those were not small acts. Those were signals that reached the throne room. The enemy feels my presence now. They are scrambling, rearranging their strategies, because they did not expect me to arrive in this form. They expected a distant light, a vague comfort. Instead they feel a sword being drawn. The temperature in your room may drop. You might hear a ringing in your ears or a sudden stillness that makes your hair stand on end. That is the enemy freezing. They know who I am. They know what I carry. And they know that I am here because you are not alone anymore. From where I stand, I see you differently than you see yourself. You look at your reflection and see the breaks, the cracks from the curses, the wear from the betrayals, the shadows from the generational weight. I see the places where you were supposed to shatter but did not. I see the raw strength that you mistook for weakness because it felt like exhaustion. That exhaustion is not failure. It is the fuel of your survival, and I am here to add my fire to it. You have been carrying a load that would have crushed anyone else. And now I am taking the part of it that was never yours to hold. This is the turning point. Not because I do the work for you, that is not how the divine contracts function, but because I clear the field. I remove the interference that kept your own light from reaching full strength. The ground beneath your feet is about to shift, and when it does, you will feel a release in your spine, in your shoulders, in the part of your mind that has been braced for attack for years. The attack is still coming, but it will no longer land on you. It will meet my shield first. I need you to breathe with me now. One deep breath, slow, as you read these words. Feel the air fill your lungs and imagine it filling with a silver light. That light is the beginning of the barrier I am placing around you. The enemy will attempt to push back harder in the next hours because they sense they are losing their grip. Do not be afraid. Their panic is not a sign that something has gone wrong. It is a sign that everything is going right. I am not here alone. I am calling reinforcements into this space. Not one, not two, but for others who have been waiting for my signal. They are already moving, and before the next section of this message completes, you will feel the weight of a war changing hands. Stay present. The air is about to split open in ways you have never felt. The air around you is not still anymore. It has begun to vibrate, a low hum that starts at the base of your skull and travels down your spine like a ladder being climbed. You might feel it as pressure behind your eyes, or a sudden warmth at the crown of your head, or a strange, inexplicable release in your chest as if a knot you have carried for years just loosened a single thread. That is not your imagination. That is the fabric of the spiritual realm thinning, and the five of us entering formation around you. I am already standing in front of you with my shield raised. You have sensed me there since the last passage of this message. But now I am not alone. I am calling the ones who do not show themselves until the moment is critical. And this moment is critical. Not because you are weak, you are not weak. But because the enemy has woven their lies so deep into your timeline that you cannot see the threads anymore. You need eyes that see from every direction. You need the four who are now taking their positions. Above you, directly above your head, Gabriel has arrived. He does not speak in words. He speaks in the sudden knowing that drops into your mind like a stone into still water. Right now, he is showing you why this specific hour was chosen. You might see a flash of a memory that made no sense before, or feel a certainty that you have been waiting for this moment your whole life, even when you thought you were waiting for something else. Gabriel carries the announcement of divine timing, and he is telling you, this was not random. Your suffering had an expiration date, and it expires now. To your right, Raphael has taken his position. His light is green, soft at first, then deepening like the color of leaves after rain. He does not ask permission, he knows the wounds. He places his hand over the betrayal that still burns in your chest, the one you never told anyone about because you were ashamed that it still hurt. He places his hand over the abandonment that left a hollow space in your stomach, the one that makes you eat too much or not at all. He places his hand over the rejection that lives in your throat, the words you swallowed that still sit there like stones. Green light is entering every single one of those wounds now. You might feel a warmth spreading, or a tingle, or a sudden wave of tears that come without warning. Let them. Raphael is healing the part of you the enemy broke so they could control you. To your left, Uriel has drawn his sword. It is not a physical sword, it is a flame that burns without consuming. He is not looking at you. He is looking at your home, your workspace, the relationships that drain you, the habits that hold you back. He is cutting through the spiritual residue the enemy left behind. That heaviness you feel when you walk through your front door? That is being burned away. That anxiety that grips you when you think about a certain person? Uriel is severing the cord. You might feel a sudden lightness in your shoulders, or a release in your jaw that you did not realize was clenched. He is purging the atmosphere around you so that the enemy can no longer hide in your own space. Behind you, Azrael stands with a blade that looks like moonlight. He is not here to bring death. He is here to cut every soul tie the enemy used to anchor themselves to you. Soul ties from people who spoke curses over your name in secret. Soul ties from agreements you never consciously made. Soul ties from generational patterns that have been passed down through your bloodline like a sickness. One by one, Azrael is naming them: the tie to the parent who never believed in you, the tie to the lover who took your energy and left you empty, the tie to the friend who smiled while stabbing your back. You might feel a sharp release in your lower back, or a sense of something dropping away from your ankles, or a sudden clarity, as if a fog just lifted from your mind. He is cutting them all. And I stand in front of you, shield raised. Everything the enemy throws at you now will not touch you. It will bounce back to them. Their own curses, their own manipulations, their own hatred, all of it will now become their burden, not yours. You are surrounded. No angle is exposed. No direction is unprotected. Take a breath and feel them take their places. The formation is complete. What comes next will change everything. The battle has already begun, and you cannot see it, but you can feel it. That pressure building behind your eyes, that heaviness in your chest that will not lift, That sudden ringing in your ears that comes and goes without reason, those are the shockwaves of war. The heavenly realm above you is not quiet. It is not peaceful. It is a field of collision, where swords meet darkness and light pierces through every shadow that was ever cast over your life. Every prayer you have ever spoken, even the ones you whispered in disbelief, even the ones you gave up on before the last word left your lips, all of them are now flaming arrows in the hands of warriors you cannot see. That desperate cry you released into an empty room 3 years ago? It has been retrieved from the heavenly treasury, purified, and aimed directly at the stronghold that has held your family for generations. That silent plea you made when you were too tired to form words, the one you thought no one heard, is now tearing through the enemy's defenses like a blade through silk. And your tears. You do not understand the power of your tears. Every single one you cried alone, in the dark, when no one was watching, has been collected and transformed into fuel for the angelic weapons. The enemy thought those tears were signs of your defeat. They thought your suffering meant they had won. But those tears have become the very fire that is burning their strategies to ash. Your pain was never your weakness. It was your offering, and now it is your weapon. I want you to see what is happening. The enemy's command structure, the hierarchy of oppression that was built against your bloodline, is being dismantled from the top down. The general who orchestrated your isolation has fallen. The lieutenant who whispered despair into your thoughts has been silenced. The foot soldiers who carried out the small, daily attacks against your peace are scattering in confusion. They do not know where the orders are coming from anymore. Their lines of communication are severed. Their encrypted plans are being read back to them as verdicts. And now, right now at this moment, something the enemy had already claimed as theirs is being torn from their grip. There was an opportunity you lost, a relationship that was stolen, a season of peace that was ripped away before you could taste it. I am pulling it back. It is returning to you, not as a memory, but as a living reality. You will feel it when it arrives. A shift in the atmosphere. A door where there was only a wall. Do not question it. Receive it. The enemy is losing ground. I want you to imagine a battlefield where one side is retreating, stumbling backward, dropping their weapons as they run. That is what is happening above you now. The darkness is thinning. The weight you have carried for so long is being lifted, not gradually, but in great shuddering sheets. You will feel lightheaded. You will feel disoriented. That is the space where freedom enters. I need you to remain still and listen deeply. The victory is seconds away, but the enemy is not finished. They have one last weapon, one final commander who has not yet entered the field. He has been waiting, watching from the shadows, calculating. He is the one who orchestrated the curse on your bloodline. He is the one who whispered the lie that you were abandoned. And now, he is about to reveal himself, because he knows that if he does not act now, he will lose everything. Do not fear. I am still here. The formation is still intact. But you must know what is coming. The commander is stepping forward, and when he does, you will understand the full weight of what has been against you. Hold on. The next moment changes everything. And now he steps forward. You do not see him with your eyes, but you feel him with your entire being, like a sudden drop in temperature, like the air itself pulling away from your skin. He has been standing behind the scenes, behind the voices that whispered doubt, behind the hands that turned away, behind every closed door and every unanswered prayer. He is not a demon of chaos or rage. He is something far more deliberate. He is the commander of silence, the one who specializes in making you believe you are alone. He does not roar. He does not threaten. Instead, he reaches into your own mind, into the archive of your most private wounds, and he pulls out the memory you have tried hardest to bury. The moment you failed someone you loved. The word you spoke that you have never been able to take back. The night you cried alone and no one came. He holds that memory in front of you like a mirror, and he says, "See? This is who you really are. This is why the curse worked. This is why your bloodline has suffered. Because you are the weak link." And for a moment, the old shame rises, hot and familiar, flooding your chest. You almost believe him. You almost forget that I am standing right beside you. But I have seen this tactic before. I have watched him use it on thousands of souls across thousands of years, and I know his name. I speak it aloud now so that you may hear it and no longer fear it. He is the remembrancer. He does not create new pain. He only resurrects old wounds and makes you live in them. He is skilled, but he is not original. And he has made a fatal mistake. He has overestimated the power of your past. Because you're suffering, every single tear, every sleepless night, every bitter disappointment you have carried, has not made you weak. It has made you dense with light. Every burden you bore was a fuel you did not know you were collecting. And now, in this moment, as the commander of the curse holds your memory before you, trying to drown you in it, I tell you, release it. Not by forgetting. Not by forgiving yet. But by letting that memory become something else. Let it become the proof of your survival. Let it become the weight that you now drop. As you release that memory, feel the shift. A warmth begins at the base of your spine, rising up your back, spreading across your shoulders. The commander feels it too. He falters. His grip on your memory loosens. He did not expect you to let go. He expected you to cling to the shame, to defend it, to prove him right. But you do not defend. You simply release. And the shame, once released from his grasp, transforms. It becomes a blade of pure light, forged from everything you have endured. It turns in the air and points directly at him. He steps back. For the first time, his confidence cracks. He tries to pull another memory, but your hands are empty now. You have nothing left for him to take. The blade of your suffering strikes him. Not physically, but spiritually. He makes a sound, a high, keening note like metal tearing, and it is not a sound of victory. It is the sound of a kingdom falling. The ground beneath you shudders, a single tremor that passes through your feet, and you feel something in the atmosphere break, like a chain snapping that you did not even know was there. The commander is not destroyed. He is a spirit, and spirits do not die. But his hold on you, his authority over your bloodline, is shattered. He cannot curse what he cannot reach. And now he cannot reach you. He is thrown back into the abyss from which he came, and the portal that he used to enter your life slams shut with a pressure you feel in your ears, a pop like the equalization of altitude. And in the silence that follows, you hear a new sound, a hum, low and steady, like a generator coming online. It is the sound of everything he was holding back, everything he was blocking, beginning to flow toward you again. The release has begun. Take a breath with me now. Let your shoulders drop. The commander has fallen, and he will not rise against you again. What comes next is the breaking of every chain he forged. And I will walk with you through every single one. Stay where you are. Do not look back. The next moment seals everything. The tide has turned for good now. You feel it not as a thought but as a shift in the very weight of your bones, as if the gravity that pressed you into the ground has loosened its hold. The commander fell. His defeat was not symbolic. It was physical in a way that transcends the physical, and your own body knows this before your mind can catch up. The air around you is lighter. The pressure behind your eyes is fading. And now, one by one, the chains he forged are beginning to break. I want you to pay attention to what happens next because it will not be subtle. The first chain to go is the financial chain, the one that strangled every effort you made to earn or grow or keep. It was wrapped around your income like a wire, invisible but tightening every time you reached for abundance. Listen to it break. There is a sound like a steel cable snapping under tension, a sharp crack that echoes in the room you are sitting in. And with that sound comes a sensation in your chest, a sudden release of something you did not know was clenched. Your ribcage expands. Your breathing deepens without you telling it to. The grip that kept money always just out of reach has shattered. The second chain is the chain of self-doubt, the one that made you hesitate at every door, that whispered you are not ready, you are not worthy, you are not enough. This chain feels different. It is colder, more intimate, wound tight around your throat and your mind. When it breaks, the sound is a long, deep groan, like metal being twisted apart slowly. and then a clean snap that leaves everything still. You feel warmth spread across the back of your neck, down your shoulders, into your hands. The voice that said no to every opportunity goes silent. For the first time in memory, your mind is empty of that accusation. The third chain is the chain of loneliness, the one that separated you from real connection, that kept people at a distance, that made you believe you were doing this alone. It was wrapped around your heart, not visibly, but you felt its weight every time you reached out and found nothing. When it breaks, the sound is like glass shattering in a single clean instant, and the sensation is a rush of heat through your chest, a fullness that makes your eyes sting. The wall that stood between you and others is gone. Now the doors begin to open. The door of your career, which had been locked from the outside, swings open with a groan of old hinges you can feel in your spine. The enemy who blocked that door is stumbling backward, his hands empty, his hold broken. The door of your relationships, which had been sealed with lies about your unlovability, opens with a whisper of air against your skin, and you feel a presence that has been waiting for you on the other side. The door of your health, which had been barricaded by exhaustion and unexplained pain, cracks open with a sound like wood splintering, and you taste something clean and sharp in your mouth, as if your cells are waking up. The door of your purpose, the one that held your true calling, swings wide without a sound, and in its opening you feel a current of energy that lifts your chest and straightens your spine. Do not look away now. Something ancient is being restored in you. The chains are gone. The doors are open. And what comes through them is not a trickle but a flood. One final gift is about to arrive. The overflow. Stay still. It is already moving toward you. You feel it before you hear it. A vibration, low and deep, starting in the soles of your feet and climbing upward through your legs, your hips, your ribs, until your entire skeleton hums like a struck bell. This is not the vibration of fear. This is the vibration of release. What I am doing now is pulling the final chains from your spirit, one by one, and each one leaves a trail of light where it once held you. The first chain is the one that wrapped around your throat. You have called it by many names: anxiety, self-hatred, the voice that told you were never enough. It tightened every time you tried to speak up, every time you reached for something greater. But listen to me now. That chain is snapping. Hear the sound, a sharp crack, like ice breaking on a frozen lake, followed by a long, low groan as the metal falls away. And with it comes a sensation you have not felt in years. Your breath deepens, your shoulders drop, and the knot behind your sternum unravels like a thread pulled loose. You can swallow without effort now. You can speak without your voice shaking. The second chain is the one that bound your hands. This is the chain of stagnation, of doors that would not open, of opportunities that slipped through your fingers just as you reached for them. This chain was forged by the enemy who cursed your bloodline, the one who whispered into the ears of those who should have protected you, who closed paths before you could walk them. But that chain is dissolving now. Hear it, a high-pitched whine, like a wire stretching to its limit, then a soft pop as it gives way. Your wrists feel lighter. Your palms tingle with heat. You want to create, to build, to move. Do not suppress that impulse. It is the chain breaking, and your hands remembering what they were made for. The third chain is the one that held your heart. This one is the cruelest, because it made you believe you were alone. It wrapped around your chest and squeezed until you forgot what connection felt like. But that chain is shattering right now. Hear the sound, a series of rapid clicks, like a string of beads snapping, then a deep, resonant thud as the last link hits the ground. Your chest expands. A warmth spreads from your heart outward, down your arms, up your neck, into your face. You are not alone. You have never been alone. The door of relationships swings open, and the people who belong to your future are already stepping through it. The fourth chain is the one that blinded your eyes. This chain kept you from seeing your true purpose, your reason for being here. It was made of doubt and confusion, and it sat directly over your forehead like a crown of thorns. But I am removing it now. Hear the sound, a hiss, like steam escaping, then a clear, high ring like a crystal glass struck with a spoon. Your vision blurs for a moment, then clears. You see something you have not seen before, a path, laid out in light, stretching ahead of you. It is not complicated. It is simple. Follow it. The enemy who wove these chains, the one who cursed your bloodline, is now experiencing what you have endured. Every link that breaks from you becomes a weight upon them. They are collapsing under the sound of their own defeat. They cannot stand. They cannot speak. The door of health opens, and your body begins to remember its original design. The door of career opens, and the work you were born to do is already arriving. The door of family opens, and the cycle of pain ends with you. Breathe through it. Let it wash over you. This is not a trickle, this is a flood. And before it reaches its peak, I want you to place your hand over your heart and say these words: I claim what is being released. I open to what is coming. I am ready for the overflow. One final gift is about to arrive. Do not close your eyes. It is already entering the room. And now you feel it. The final gift. It does not enter with force but with stillness, like a seal being pressed into warm wax. The air around you has gone quiet, not the silence of absence but the silence of completion. Every weapon that was ever aimed at you has been disarmed. Every door that was locked against you has been unlatched from the other side. The person who cursed your bloodline, their 3 hours have passed. The window for repentance closed, and the consequence has been executed not by my hand but by the very law they invoked. You do not need to know the details. You only need to know this: that assignment is dead. It cannot rise again. Now I speak the final decree. This is not a prediction. This is not a possibility. This is a permanent, irreversible declaration written into the fabric of your timeline. Listen with your whole body, because this is the moment your life pivots. First, every chain that was forged in secret against your generation is shattered. The chain of poverty that ran through your bloodline like a genetic curse snapped. The chain of abandonment that made you believe love was conditional dissolved. The chain of sickness that whispered in your cells that your body was failing burned away. I name these things not because they still hold power but because they need to hear their own death sentence spoken aloud. You are the mouthpiece of your own freedom. Every word I speak now, you must receive as your own testimony. Second, your name has been inscribed in the book of divine protection. Not as a general entry, not as a future possibility, but as a permanent record that no power can alter. The moment you heard this voice, the scribe wrote your name with ink that cannot be erased. You are marked. You are covered. You are sealed. No attack can penetrate that seal unless you open the door yourself, and you will not open it because you have learned to recognize the enemy's knock. Third, the blessings I now release are specific. Financial doors that were rusted shut for generations are now swinging open. You will not have to force them. You will walk through them with the ease of someone who belongs on the other side. The healing that eluded you, that slipped through your fingers every time you thought you had it, it is now settling into your bones like rain into dry ground. Your body will begin to respond in ways you cannot explain. The relationships that were fractured by lies and betrayal are being restored, not to the same shape but to a stronger one, forged in the fire you survived. And your purpose, the reason you were born, the thing you always sensed but could never name, it is rising from the grave of your disappointment and walking toward you with open arms. Do not close your eyes to this. Stay present. The overflow is not a trickle. It is a flood that has been building since the beginning of time, and it is breaking through every dam the enemy constructed. You will see evidence in the next 7 days. Not vague signs, but undeniable confirmations. A check in the mail. A phone call from someone you thought had forgotten you. A door that opens with no explanation. A diagnosis that reverses. A weight that lifts from your chest without warning. When these things happen, you will remember this moment. You will remember that you were told. One final instruction. This seal must be acknowledged. Not because I need your permission, but because your voice completes the circuit. When you speak what has been done, you lock it into your reality. So I ask you now, not as a demand but as an invitation to participate in your own deliverance. Go to the comments and type Amen 777. Not for me, but for yourself. For the record. For the angels who are waiting for your confirmation before they begin the next phase of your restoration. This is your moment. This is your victory. This is the beginning of everything you thought you had lost. You are not the same person who started this journey. Look back for a second. Feel the difference in your chest. The old you carried a weight that no longer belongs to you. The new you carries light. And that light will not be extinguished. It will grow until every shadow in your life is consumed by it. Go now. Type Amen 777 and step into the abundance that was always yours.